In November 2022, over Arizona, 120 of the world's best female skydivers attempted a new world record by building the largest all-female vertical ever. They call this one Project 19. It's inspired by the 100th anniversary of the 19th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution, which gave women the right to vote. I went to the documentary premiere at Red Bull in Santa Monica to find out why they're telling the story of suffrage in this very unique way. So Melanie, when I first saw Project 19, I thought, oh, 19 women jumped out of a plane. It's a lot more than that.
Project 19 is the women's vertical world record that we set in November of 2022. So the name Project 19 is a tip of the hat to the centennial anniversary of the 19th Amendment. So the 19th Amendment secured the right to vote for women in the United States. And the mission of the record was, yes, to set a world record, which we did. And it was to use our sport and our platform as a vehicle for social good and social change and social impact. And so we wanted people to learn about the history of the women's suffrage movement. And it took 72 years from the beginning of the very first Women's Rights Convention until the 19th Amendment was passed. And so, like, when we think about that, whoa, women didn't have a voice in the laws that governed them for that long.
It's kind of using that cool factor of skydiving to tell a story that's really important to us. We would like for people to learn more about the suffrage movement. It's fascinating history. And ultimately get people to vote. It's such a precious right, and not everybody uses it, but it really does. Your voice and your vote matters.
How will this inspire people? What are you hoping that they learn from this?
It was really special because it was commemorating the 19th Amendment when it was signed into law in the U.S. and giving women the right to vote. You know, obviously all women right away didn't have the right to vote. There was lots of hang-ups and hiccups that people had to face throughout the years. But now pretty much every woman in the United States can vote, and that was only 100 years ago. So kind of celebrating that history.
Do you think that young girls will look at this film and aspire to break world records or do things that haven't been done?
I hope so. I hope this whole thing will be an inspiration, and maybe it's not that they get into skydiving per se, but do something that's out of their comfort zone or take steps towards doing something brave in their life.
I mean, it's so cool to do that for, the women's right to vote and everything that people fought for to get that right. But I just want to say that those women are like a real-life version of Marvel characters.
No question.
Right. Unbelievable.
Like
tens of thousands of skydives amongst them.
Yes. All right.